Hi, folks! You know, if we fall from here, we die. Today, we are outside in the beautiful wilderness of Gaspésie. Very beautiful. We're out here skiing for glide with guides. The avalanche terrain today, the risk of avalanche is low, pretty much on everything, every level, so tree line, alpine, and forested area. Also, our travel conditions, we're gonna have some sun, some wind, some not sun, some beautiful clouds, but it shouldn't really matter because the winds won't be too strong today. We're lucky with that. I remember a few weeks ago I was up on Mont Ernest La Force, and the winds were reaching up to 80 kilometers an hour, but today we do not have that. We're gonna have a really nice time. For factors for injuries and stuff like that, we obviously have trees, we have rocks, we have anything that pertains to falling off of your skis. That is the main thing that we're gonna have to look at. If you see someone getting tired, ask them if they're okay. You know, we need to make sure that everybody is in tip-top shape. We also have, you know, overconfidence. If your level of skiing, you know, maybe don't test yourself. You know, you can be a bit more risky because of the low avalanche risks. However, please do make sure to follow my instructions so that I can guarantee your safety. The terrain, we're gonna stay on some simple terrain, just to make sure that, you know, we have a nice outing. This is just kind of an introduction for you guys. So so for your personal objectives, you know, I'd like for you to set one for the day, and you'll be able to tell me afterwards, and I'll be able to, you know, fact check you on whether or not I think that's realistic. But however, this is your ski day. Make sure that you make the most out of it. Other than that, we're going to be climbing up 300 meters, and then we are going to go flat for about a kilometer or two, and then we will go down down about 300 meters, 350, back down to the parking lot. Our emergency bearing will be east, so if you want to if you get lost, which you shouldn't, but if you do get lost, just make sure to head east. There will be a road, and we'll come pick you up. Other than that, there aren't really any animals at risk here or anything like that, unless you manage to get hit by an eagle, which we probably could, depending on how high the eagle flies and if there's a nest above us. For your individual equipment, you've each been given a shovel, a beacon, and a pro. I would like for us all just to make sure that all the equipment works, so we're going to take a few minutes to do that. Okay, now that we've made sure that all of our equipment works, we're going to head on to your food and water. I will be going slow at the beginning to make sure that everybody has time to stop and layer down, layer up, take a drink of water, eat a bit of food. You know, we're going to start off really relaxed, and since this is going to be like a more relaxed day, we're not gonna be doing anything big, so you will have the opportunity to take many breaks and such. Other than that, there are a few other essentials that you need to have. Does everybody have their whistle? Yes. Lighter? Yes. Good. Knife? Good. Watch? Very good. Compass? Okay, maybe a few of you need that, but it's okay because I have one, so we will be able to still orientate ourselves. We'll just have to make sure to stay in a group. Helmet, very important. Headlamp, also very important. This is a day trip. Some of you might be wondering why we need a headlamp, but that's simply because if you get lost and you end up having to stay the night, you'll see that it gets very dark very quickly, and it's hard to see without a headlamp. So your ski goggles too, also very important because of all the wind and debris and branches that can get into your eyes. If you can't wear goggles over your prescription eyeglasses and your vision is good enough, I recommend just taking off your eyeglasses. But if you can't see without your prescriptions, I recommend keeping your eyeglasses on. You know, seeing is pretty important, especially when you're going downhill. So for the group equipment, Jean-Eudes, you have the first aid kit. Jean-Claude, you have the repair kit. Jean-Christophe, you have the burrito kits. Jean-Christophe Collomb, you have the emergency sled. Good. Jean-Philippe, you have the communication devices. Okay, you have the radio. Good. And we won't be needing any pots or burners because again, this is a day trip. We're not doing anything too extreme here. More as a beginning lesson. So for communication, it is extremely important, and I can't stress this enough, it's very important for everybody to be on the same page. If you feel uncomfortable with going down, if you feel like you need to stop, if you feel like you're getting pain, don't ignore it. Don't ignore that gut feeling, voice it. It's very important. In the past, there have been many incidents where just saying something, if a skier was not confident enough to go down a hill, if they needed to skin down, minor equipment failures, they've snowballed into something much worse, and it's caused avalanches and all that. We don't want that to happen today, so if you have something to say, please say it. I will obviously be leading the group, however, I really need you guys to work with me, and so if you have any concerns or anything like that, voice them to the group. If anything, you can confide with me personally, and I'll bring it up to make sure that you have everything you need. So as a radio check, I'll be doing a quick one. No, hold up. So as a radio check, we don't have any radios, so we're not going to need it. We're the only group on the mountain, as far as I know. For the warm-up, we'll be doing a very fun warm-up. We're going to climb down this tree. And then after that, we're gonna hop on our skis and we're gonna go.
I jumped on the ice.
That's a great idea.
So, now that we have completed the warm-up, we are going to do a beacon test. And to do the beacon test, I will need one person to help by turning their beacon onto search and going about 20 meters over there, so that we are able to test if the search function works. Then after that, we'll do another circuit, but this time with everybody on search and this one person on send, to make sure that, again, the send function works. I hope if you have any other questions or comments, please tell me after the briefing. If it's a group question, you're free to ask whenever you need to. However, let's get on with some skiing, get this done. Let's have some fun on the mountains and remember to be safe, okay? Thank you. So a lot of people, they tend to ski without helmets on because they believe that they're not going to fall or they're not going to get hurt. But the thing is that helmets are actually very important, not only because they can keep the heat in and act as an extra layer of protection from the cold, but also because they can prevent you from stuff like this.
Is it about to fall off?